Hey guys, John from Perfect Follow-Up, and in this video, we'll cover adding users and setting their permissions. So to access our Add User menu, simply go to Settings and then My Staff. From this menu, you can add your employees. Where you want to start is naturally their name and their email and their phone number. What I would recommend is actually using a cell phone number because they may need to receive or send text from there. But if it's an office line, that's fine as well. No worries. And then set them a password here that's easy for them to remember, but complex enough to be secure. We also have two-factor authentication across our software, so you're protected in that manner as well. If in the future you want to come in here for some reason and reset their password, you can utilize this button here. If you want to configure a default signature, if they were to send out an email on their behalf rather than our automations, you can do that here as well. And if they have a calendar configured, you can set and assign what their default one is through this menu item there. Now, as far as user permissions, depending on what role they have in your organization, there's certain things that you may want to enable and certain things that you may want to disable. I would say for most employees that are non-admins, this is your operations team, your sales associates, maybe fulfillment. This is really what they'll need to see and what we recommend as the best practice. So we do often give dashboard stats to everyone. Campaigns and triggers, these are depreciated features, so they'll be disabled. Opportunities is your CRM. This is your main sales pipeline where all your leads are tracked through their sales journey. This is critical, and absolutely everyone should have access to opportunities as well as contacts. Online listings, no harm in leaving that on, that's fine. I would recommend disabling settings so there's less chance of something being changed in the software by accident. So settings is usually reserved just for administrators. Tags are fine. Marketing, we typically disable. And reporting is up to you, how much information you want your team to have. You can leave on or disable things like AdWords reporting, call reporting, Facebook ads reporting, and attribution reporting. If you have a sales team where there's friendly competition in the office, or maybe leads are assigned to certain people and they own them, you may want to turn off things like agent reporting. Some of that stuff might be personal. And along those lines, if you do have a sales team, you may want to turn on only assigned data. All right, so a lead, when it comes in, we create an opportunity card in the CRM pipeline. And if you're assigning that to people and you only want those people that are assigned to have visibility, then you definitely want to turn this on. But there is a good caution here for a good reason. If a particular opportunity card isn't assigned to someone, it'll be invisible to everyone. All right, so this will become more clear as you use the software. Let me step back for 1 minute here and just give you a good recommendation. I would, for now, leave this turned off so that there's global visibility on all of your leads, campaigns, and opportunity cards, so nothing gets lost in the mix. And then if you want to refine things in the future by layering on those permissions of visibility, you can absolutely do that. But for now, again, I recommend leaving this in this setting mode here. Workflows, I would turn this off for non-admins. And as far as bulk requests, funnels, and membership, websites, I would turn those off as well. So bulk requests allow you to change a tag, mass delete, or mass enter someone into a communication. Unless you know and you're confident in what you're doing, you may want to turn that off for general users and leave that as an admin task. Landing pages, aka funnels, more of a configuration admin task, as well as membership sites and websites. Your general users don't need access to any of that, so turn those off. Conversations, critical, right? You need to be able to respond to your leads and converse with them. So leave the conversation tab on, as well as reviews, good visibility on how you're doing with your reputation management. Lead value, I would leave on, and it should look something like this for general users. Okay, the most important items they're going to see on this left-hand side menu would be their dashboard, their opportunities, and their conversations. Those three are critical for most team members that are going to be responding and conversing with your leads to convert them into customers. All right. So at a minimum, dashboard, opportunities, and conversations. The rest is pretty much optional, but this is our recommendation for you. Okay. User role. So for most users, user is fine. Admin is reserved there for admin permission. They have access to everything as far as credit card information, payment information. So again, select your admins wisely. And then of course you have call and voicemail settings. If you want to dedicate one of your virtual phone numbers to a particular person, you can do that. Most times default settings are fine. User availability, this comes into play with your calendars. Again, you can leave all these blank in default. It's not going to hurt anything. The main takeaways is really the user information, their password, and their permissions. You can configure those three things, then you'll be in a good spot. All right. Make sure you always save to confirm everything. And an email should go out to that user, letting them know they have an account, their username and password. But if you want, you can always give that to them or email that information separately. All right. That is how you create users and assign roles and permissions to those users. Take care.